But, you know, if we're running a prop firm, let's put it like that. If I'm running a prop firm and I see that information as being valuable, $300 a month is a penny in a pot, right? It's a penny in a pot. It's getting written off on taxes anyway, so it's not that big of a deal for a bigger trader. Now, someone starting off with $1,000 account, you're probably not wasting $300 a month on your data provider or your charting platform. But you know, it's a business expense. It's not in the bigger scheme of the money being spent out there. It's nothing. Yeah, I mean, this live room stream costs a lot of money, and the more people that are in it, the more money it costs. What sort of risk management would you run with those traders? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have prop firm experience. It would vary from. I would talk to Jason Graystone's got a really good relationship with Mike Bellafiore, who is he's the owner of SMB Capital, who is one of the most well-known prop firms in the U.S., if not the world. I would say, at least as far as a known perspective. So we'd probably have conversations with him just to ask him on how he does it. We're dealing with a slightly different type of trader, but it would be on a trader by trader basis. I talk about this a lot, where you should kind of run your trading like a prop firm for when traders ask how should I start off, and that means like, hey, if you know you have $20,000 to ultimately fund your trading account, when you go live, you shouldn't start with 20,000, right? You shouldn't start with 20,000 right away, should you? No, you should start with maybe a quarter of that. Start with 5,000. After you've proven yourself for 3 months, then maybe allow yourself to trade 5 more thousand. After you prove yourself for, say, a year, then you're ready to trade the whole pot. So the risk management perspective would be the same, right? As a newer trader, you would get access to limited funds. You'd have a really tight leash on you. Because guess what? Let's use Latch for example now. Guess what, Latch? You're new. I don't want to take any chances with you blowing my account, right? So a very short leash. Now, for someone like, let's say George. Now let's pick on someone else. Someone like Bryce, right? Say Bryce has been with us for a year, right? He's proven, throughout the year that, he's a good trader, right? We've given him access to more money because he's proven that he can do a good job with it. Bryce may come to us and say, hey, I've got this strategy that works really good, but I'm going to need a little bit more room for risk, right? We have that conversation. And Bryce, obviously if it makes sense, we're more likely to loosen that leash on Bryce because he's proven himself. So it really depends on the trader. Obviously, if you're a new trader, like, hey, I'm going to need to be able to risk like 10% per trade. Right? Get out of here. No. But if Bryce comes up, he's like, yeah, like I know I usually don't go over 2% per trade, but if you just allow me to get a little bit more, maybe 5%, I know that's a lot, but if you look at my numbers, here's how it goes, blah, 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 blah. And we go over the stats and we say, okay, it works without giving us a lot of extra risk, bigger picture, because Bryce is really good at what he does. He just needs that extra breathing room to avoid whatever like that. There's a good chance of him getting it. So again, I wouldn't know specific numbers or anything like that. I've never ran a prop firm. I don't know much about it. But that would be the concept. That would be kind of the plan I would follow. It's based off the individual trader and their performance. This is a performance-based sport, right? But that ultimately is a goal of mine. But it would have to be the point where either it's finding a prop firm that we understand and trust and filtering people to that prop firm. There we go. The problem with doing it myself or doing it ourselves here is that it would take away from education. So it would have to come at a point where one of us has basically said we're kind of done with the teaching thing, because our job would then go to managing you guys. And there would still be a teaching aspect in it, but it would be little to no trading on our half. The teaching wouldn't be the same. It'll probably be more of like a we do a one, it would, I don't even know if it would be a once a week orientation, once a week training, maybe like a once a month training. It may be the Monday session Q&A. That would probably be more of a market overview, where it's like, hey, let's bring everyone in. Let's talk about our ideas for the week. Let's prep, get on the same page, and then we get after it in the week. And maybe even in the morning, do like an hour overview. Like, hey, let's talk, guys. What do we have on our radar today? What are we looking at? And then the rest of it is kind of just making sure you guys don't blow our money. So again, and we're stuck with that, and that's something we want to do. But you guys don't understand how much we love teaching. Like, you don't everyone here, Jason Grayson and myself are the faces, but everyone involved at Tier 1 Trading is we believe in purpose. We believe in paying it forward. That's what we get out of life. Like the biggest thing we get out of life is the sense of helping someone else. And in a sense, a prop firm does help others. It helps people that maybe can't fund their own account, have a position, be put in a position where they can make a living off of their trading, and that's why I think it's important. However, it kind of stops the funnel, right? Because that would mean focusing on the traders we have now, not necessarily the next wave that comes in and has a dream as well. So it's an interesting balance. I think ideally what would happen, the way it would work, is one of you guys, because I am a student of Jason Stapleton. Jason Greatstone is a student of myself and Jason Stapleton. It would take another student coming up and us trusting them enough to maybe take over the teaching or take over the management, and maybe having us kind of pop in every once in a while. It would take someone like that to be able to fill that void of keeping the education alive while we do other things. Or maybe someone, maybe not even doing the education, someone being a manager. Maybe someone gets really, really good and it's like, hey, you're going to be senior trader. We're going to have you oversee X, Y, and Z. Now, trust is a big factor in that. Trust is kind of hard to earn. But that will be a way that can work. And that's quite possible. I mean, many of you guys have been with us for a while. For you guys that are going to be with us for, years, we're going to get to know you very well. I know a lot of you very well right now. Right? So when it comes to the fact that, say George comes out and is like, hey, I want to do this. Like, well, I've been trading with George for 5 years now. Like I know how he trades. I trust how he trades. I would have confidence moving him up into this level, and that can go for different people. But that's what it would take, I think. Jason Stapleton has become a successful influencer. Nice. All right. Let's go. I see a question on here. We just spent an hour not talking about the charts. Sheesh. Let's chart talk. Phil says, would it be currencies or maybe stocks too? I would love to have a mix. I'm so out of the stock game though. That would be difficult for me. But I mean, there are lots of traders here that actually trade stocks as well. So, but I'm personally so out of it that I thought it's. I want to say it's like riding a bike, but it's a different game for me. I wasn't a trader; I was an investor, so it was a different kind of game. All right. Trust must be earned, not given. Yeah, but it happens. It happens. Again, Jason Graystone's a great example. I'm a great example. We both came through it, where it's like Jason Greystone, before we even started learning how to trade, he was like, hey, I want to teach. I want to give back. And I'm like, all right, just cool your jets, dude. Like, how about you get through module 1 first? He's like, all right, I'm just letting you know. And then, a year and a half later, he's teaching. Right? A year and a half later, he's getting, I know how he trades. We're getting to the right things. We're having lots of conversations. And it's like, I know this guy he's solid. He's a solid person. He's a solid trader. He has the desire to do so. And it worked out fantastic, right? He is a phenomenal teacher, phenomenal influencer. So that trust can certainly be, he's beyond good. He is probably the most driven person I know. And I'm pretty driven. I know myself. I'm pretty driven. I am really driven. He's more driven than me. And usually I never admit that because I'm a winner. And even if you're beating me in a race, I'm still in first place somehow. I'll tell myself that at least. I will tell myself that. I can be in second place in a race and I'm just about to win. That's how I look at it. I'm not in second place. I'm just about to win. But he's driven. He's driven. He's got and it's all purpose. All purpose. Not money. Passion and purpose. Passion and purpose. Trust me. Trust me. Oh yeah, I'm the same way as well. If I'm in first, I still act like I'm in last. Yep. When you're in first place, you operate with the mindset that someone's about to pass you. And if you don't work even harder, if you don't work harder than the person that's behind you, it's going to be a bad day for you. I was shocked when I heard you saying you trained Jason, seeing how he is so good. That is also what made me join. Is that a compliment or is that I don't know how to take that, Jackson. Are you saying that I'm such a bad teacher that you're shocked that someone could be trained under me and turn out good? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm shocked. Like he learned from you and he turned out good? Ah, man. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's funny though. Like, really? And you got good learning from him? I get it. Nah, that's funny. I like having fun. All right. Dollar yen. Let's talk some charts.